I got a request from an audience member a while ago, and I never got around to making the full video. I captured some clips, so what I want to do is I want to go back and answer the question in the best way that I can. Now, there's this conversation about PCs, consoles, the UI, the comfort, the ease of use, and all of that. And this video is designed to just bust another myth that you can't have the comfort of, the console experience on a PC. When a PC is a customizable equipment, you can take it and customize it to whatever the heck you want. Also, keep in mind, this video is not designed to change your mind to go become a PC user or become a PC gamer. Get the heck out of there with that. Play on where and what you love. The VG Fight School channel does not want to change your mind. All I want to do is I want to provide information. So before you jump in the comments and start telling me all of these things that you find as issues like malware and all that, go back to 2003 before you then start having all these conversations, and maybe you might find context for malware. Can you imagine that? Somebody said malware. You know when last I heard that crap? They don't need to put malware on your computer anymore these days, ladies and gentlemen. They want to steal your information, so they need your computers running fast. Silly. Okay. So open up your Steam, and if you want to add a non-Steam game to your library, because this person was asking me, well, your Steam games, you can use big picture mode. You can go into this console-like UI experience, and you can pretty much control and fire up your game easily. How about games you buy on other launchers? So I was going to go ahead and talk about that process, because you can go to your Steam and add a non-Steam game and select the exe file. On PC, exe files are basically what will run programs. Some programs are running like, weird stuff. Good Old Games also provides you a, really interesting area to be able to go ahead and also collate your titles. I went in and I did something with a Good Old Games to try to add Cyberpunk 2077, but somewhere, somehow, they put a little launcher for it for the 3 different games. So when I selected its own shortcut file, it went ahead and fired up like the Good Old Games launcher. So I'll go ahead and add that bad boy. And then now you see that game on your Steam library. It says red pre-launcher. So it's a pre-launcher versus the game itself. You can find the game launcher itself, which is probably, basically hidden somewhere. And you can go ahead and launch that. But once you launch that from Steam, it will fire up the pre-launcher, and then you can play the game because the game is now in your Steam library. So there's a little bit more in terms of tweaking that you might need to do if you want to go ahead and do this. But again, like I said, why would anybody want to replicate the console experience on a PC? The PC's versatility is actually where it's at the end of the day. So what I did was I decided I was going to go ahead and use another title to go ahead and fire this up. I went into my Epic Games library, took my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Shredder's Revenge, and that game itself, it has an exe file. You just have to stay logged in to that particular platform. So be it, CD Projekt Red's Good Old Games Galaxy or Epic Games' Epic Games Launcher, and you should be able to get the files from the installation where you go ahead and you basically check out, oh, this is where I install the files, and you should be able to find your exe file and your game launcher file, add that to your Steam library, and then you should be able to go into your big picture mode. If you want to go ahead and add the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles file, and go ahead and say play, and it might ask you to log in if you haven't logged into your platform of choice. But if that's the case, it's just going to go ahead and fire up. So you can add your non-Steam games to your Steam library to be able to go ahead and launch those. You have to do just a little bit of work in terms of adding everything. You can say it took me 2-3 minutes, but you kind of have to know what's going on. Like in this case, in the case of this game, Epic Games tried to launch afterwards. I was like, get out of here! I'm already signed in. But a few things here and there will probably maybe put you in a really interesting place. But here's the thing. I want to go back now, and I want to actually question why anybody would want you to put all your non-Steam games on Steam when you didn't buy those games on Steam. Good question, because on console, you only have one place where you buy games, and PC gives you multiple possibilities and gives you multiple choices. So now you want to gain the benefit of PC and then shove it all into the console box, where PC does not fit into the console box. It's its own thing, and it's its own platform in a sense that gives you versatility. Now you can do all that. You can shove it all in one box, but why would you want to take everything that's the benefit of the PC platform and then go ahead and pretty much murky it up and make it look like a console at the end of the day, when console forbids you from doing anything like that? You buy your console games only on the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store and the Nintendo Store. That's designated to you. There are no other options outside. Even when you buy keys or when you buy, whatever, you have to redeem them there. Or if you're buying physical copies, that's the only alternative that you have. But those physical copies are basically relegated to the entire same platform in the way that you can use them. Whereas if you were trying to maybe emulate on PC, you had that option. Or in the case of, the PS games that are available, you can buy those games from other stores and leverage the pricing, if you see what I mean. So again, there are all kinds of different aspects to the conversation that you can probably point out to. But at the end of the day, you have all these options available to you on a PC. You can sit there and customize how you please and how you want. I know people may say, well, but that's a lot of work. But again, don't touch it. Because again, you want to be Mark Cerny, right? So you go build yourself a gaming PC. What do you expect to gain from that? Well, you expect to do your work, do your homework, because now, as Mark Cerny has AMD, a team of engineers and software developers working for him, you are now your own in that category. But when you finish your customization, you're free from the limitations and fluctuations and all the things that are out there that will hold you back from your gaming. You can pretty much do whatever it is that you want. However, again, this is not for everyone. This is, again, not for everyone. So again, when you're looking at the gaming PC platform, you really have to change your mind and get out of the box for you to be able to enjoy it. Staying in the console box and saying, well, I want that experience on PC requires you to stay in the console box. The day you're ready and say, you know what, screw PlayStation and screw Xbox is the day that, and screw Nintendo too, is the day you're ready for the gaming PC. Until then, many people are not going to be compatible with this platform. And I understand that. However, I do my best to ensure that the information is out there, that whatever you're trying to achieve or accomplish on the PC platform that's on console is here if you actually want it. But if you don't want it, then don't bother with it, if you get what I mean. All right. Thanks for watching the video. Talk to me in the comment section. Hopefully we can talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.